We Love Facts presents Dark Secrets about Coca-Cola. Actively work to make sure kids drank Coca-Cola instead of healthy choices. In the 1990s, many soft drink companies were trying to attract consumers in a very saturated market. Coca-Cola's plan was to go after high school students and hopefully get them to choose their brand for life. In the mid-1990s, Coca-Cola started to sign pouring contracts with schools. In exchange for premiums that were paid to the schools, Coca-Cola wanted exclusive rights to sell their products in vending machines and in a cafeteria. The schools, who often worked with tight budgets, usually agreed to do it. In some cases, Coca-Cola gave many schools around $30,000 up front, and then a commission for the exclusive rights to sell Coke products in their schools for 10 years. Now, 20 years later, there is an obesity epidemic in America. Of course, Coca-Cola has contributed to this problem, and they have even acknowledged this in their own reports. Their water problems. While the recipe for Coca-Cola is a closely guarded secret, one main ingredient that they need to produce the sugary drink is water. It takes 0.71 gallons of water to make 0.26 gallons of Coca-Cola. What happens is that Coca-Cola sets up a bottling plant. They use up too much groundwater. That causes water shortages in the area, which means there isn't enough water to drink or to irrigate crops, which then leads to food shortages. After a decade of protesting, one plant in India was shut down in 2015. But Coca-Cola plants using up too much local water is still a problem in India, Latin America, and in developing countries around the world. Coca-Cola no longer contains cocaine. One of the most famous rumors about Coca-Cola is that the original recipe used cocaine, and it's totally true. They used coca leaves, which contain the cocaine alkaloid, which is used to make powdered cocaine. It's tough to say exactly how much cocaine the original drink contained, but there was a little bit in it. Also, the original Coca-Cola was alcoholic as well. However, in 1886, Atlanta, where Coke was bottled, enacted prohibition. So the alcohol was removed and more sugar was added, but the cocaine remained an ingredient in the drink for the next decade. In response to the fears, Coca-Cola started to phase out cocaine from the recipe in 1903 and replace it with caffeine and even more sugar. Coke sponsored the controversial 1936 Berlin Olympics. Coke was an official beverage sponsor at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin, one of the only three that had a beverage service at the event. The company seemed to have grasped onto the fact that athletic competition was a Nazi ideal, sponsoring multiple athletic events and doing an athletics-themed advertising campaign in Nazi Germany. At the same time, Coca-Cola was exempt from the World War II sugar rationing and became a sought-after drink at American military bases. Fanta. Fanta was invented in Germany in 1941 and was rumored to have supported the Nazi Party. Due to embargoes, Coca-Cola Deutschland, their most successful foreign operation, was no longer able to acquire the ingredients to make Coca-Cola, and instead of stopping production, they created a drink with domestically available ingredients, Fanta Orange. After World War II was over, all Fanta profits were turned over to Coca-Cola, along with the Fanta product line. CocaCola Economy. With $35.1 billion in revenue in 2010, Coca-Cola represents an economy larger than some small countries. In fact, it's bigger than Costa Rica. And if that factoid isn't enough to shock you, consider that Coca-Cola brand also has an estimated worth of $74 billion, which is larger than Pepsi, Starbucks, Red Bull, and Budweiser combined. Merchandise number 5. The Coca-Cola soft drink became completely cocaine-free in 1929, but cacao leaf extract is still used this day as an active ingredient in the internationally popular soda. The ecgonine alkaloid, which gives cocaine its accelerating effect on the brain, is extracted from the cacao leaf before processing. The Stepan Corporation, a New Jersey-based chemical processing company, performs the extraction on the cacao leaves. Stepan has an arrangement with the DEA and is the only group allowed to import the cacao leaf into the United States. 175,000 kilograms of cacao leaves are imported into the United States each year by Stepan. That is a street value equivalent to roughly $21 billion of cocaine, according to the United Nations. So what happens to the actual cocaine processed by Stepan? It is hauled away from the facility in armored trucks and then sold to Mallinckrodt, a pharmaceutical company whose United States headquarters are based in St. Louis, Missouri. The cacao leaf extract is referred to as merchandise number 5